and boom, end zone.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make it.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Hurts. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Hurts will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
Here we go.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of distance.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 39, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, 33 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And how about this decision? Tie game, 1st half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1-1, ready? 11.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It's got to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter from the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Well, we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go again with Scott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That one goes for 24 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I'm one, right?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
11.
Here's Burrow. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 3 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On 1st down, Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages for this 3rd quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Back to Mixon on second down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
On third down, Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Okay, ready? Alert! Alert!
Now a carry for Sanders. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. An option handoff here to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And a timeout called for by the defense as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. 124 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You are the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired. Cause I've been left behind, I had to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, back to Sanders. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive. It's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Scott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. No gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. On the carry, this is Scott. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll run with Scott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now Scott. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after that sack, Colts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's
Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jack Stoll from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
Sometimes when you hear a ball like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cant. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. I think that's kind of what we're saying here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They're going to run for it with Jones. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Hurts dancing to his left. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
It's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, 27 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll turn to Sanders. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Sanders. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out on.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance.
Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2 and was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Scott with it again on second.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep here for Watkins. And my goodness, another interception. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when
now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances.
This is 3rd and 8. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went wide very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They get the ground game to works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
43 yards.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and run it here. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete, and once again, it's Cant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Rodgers throwing here. This is Cobb for the catch right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. Rodgers to Cobb. 57 yards. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on. 19 tight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This was a fun little day for 8 points. A lot of them around the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defense is moving.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the hurdle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city.